Robert Court.
Thank you very much. If I may just canter through some of the points that really struck me during the course of this debate, which I've thoroughly enjoyed, and I've learned a great deal. It really is the example of when we all come together with various expertise and can really make progress in an area. So I'm grateful to everybody for that. Honourable Member for Stoke North, I entirely associate myself with the comments that others have made about her fortitude, and I also look forward very much to the carriers being stocked, never mind about the aircraft, but with the crockery from her constituency, off which the men and women who will sail on the aircraft carrier will eat. And I thank her very much for her contribution. Honourable friend for Berwick-upon-Tweed, many points she's made that are excellent. The Battle of the Atlantic, the Great Sea War, nothing much has changed in the importance of the sea, and she's quite right to draw attention to the Aircraft Carrier Alliance and that particularly successful, innovative endeavour. Honourable friend from Glasgow North East, really enjoyed the detailed knowledge that he brought to this debate, and 2 points in particular: 0.3% of the space of an airfield constrained inside a carrier. I've never thought about it quite that way before. He's absolutely right. And the industrial legacy of the space shuttle in particular, I've, again, never thought about the carrier in that way, but he's quite right. We must make use of it in the way the Americans did with the space shuttle. Honourable friend from New Forest, who chairs the Select Committee, I feel terribly impertinent, Sir Grady, saying anything about defence in any room in which he's standing because of his expertise. But the predictability of unpredictability, he's absolutely right about, and I loved his point that the Treasury has sunk more ships than the enemy ever have. Honourable friend for Gedlin, foreign policy linked to defence, could not agree more, and the engagement with the UK public. I hope at least in a small way we've started that today, but I agree with him. Links, same points made by my honourable friend Filton, links of DFID, FCO and the MOD, I entirely agree. Both front benches, thanks for their contribution. Both seemed a bit startled by the extent to which we all agreed in this debate. It does happen occasionally, and maybe we should all celebrate it when it does. And Minister, thank you very much. May I must for all your detailed answers. Could I just make my final request, which I think every one of us here has made in different ways, for an overarching carrier strategy that brings together all departments and everything that we've discussed about in one document that we can then debate and take forward. That's really the central ask from the purposes of today's debate. And I look forward to working, Minister, with you and with every colleague here to do battle, if not with foreign countries, then at least with the Treasury.
The question is that this House has considered carrier strike strategy and its contribution to UK defence. As many of that opinion say aye. Aye. With the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Order, order.